Imagine this. You're walking into your next class period and just so happen to bump into someone. You proceed to talk to this person for the rest of your life, and they become your best friend. No one could ever replace them or the memories that you two share. Unfortunately, this never happened because both of you were too absorbed in your phones to care about each other. This is an everyday occurrence in our world today, and the problem can lead to horrible consequences if the addiction to cell phones is not taken care of. The problem of cell phones addiction should be cared about more, as it can affect anyone with a cell phone in all aspects of their health, including physical, mental, and social. Surprisingly, our physical health can be harmed and permanently damaged through these little texting monsters in our pockets and in our hands. In today's world, according to TeenSafe, there is an increase with back and spine problems associated with the posture that we use while texting. With diseases such as osteoporosis and scoliosis that can arise from these back problems, the ever-growing issue to you and your health due to cell phone addiction is increased. I have learned from many kids in my generation, Generation Z, that even at our young age, we are also experiencing issues like back problems. Along with causing physical pain, a smartphone screen has mostly bright blue light that, according to Thomas Locke, is known to wake one up by suppressing the development of melatonin. Melatonin is the chemical in our brain that helps us go to sleep at night. This suppression can lead to insomnia if we do not take a step back and look at the problem that we are creating. I have noticed in my own personal life the issue as I get 5 to 6 hours of sleep at night when I'm on my phone, compared to the 8 hours of sleep that I get at night when I do not get on my phone. Physical health can be seen on the outside and is easy to see. However, there are other issues hiding in the darkness like a predator that need to be brought to our attention. Sociability is an issue negatively affected by the overuse of our cell phones, as they eat away at our ability to communicate effectively. Jim Whiting, author of Online Communication and Social Networking, discussed an experiment done at Michigan University, in which they showed just that through having two groups of people do the same exact task. One group was able to communicate and talk. The other could not communicate verbally, but could communicate through cell phones. The results showed that the team that could talk had better communication and overall did better than the other group. This study proves the overwhelming social issues that we hear so much about are true, and will continue to become more prevalent in today's society if we do not start caring about our obsession with cell phones. Many, however, believe that cell phones have actually expanded our social circle, and we have become more sociable because of it. The opposite, however, is said by Sherry Turkle, author of Alone Together, who states that we live in a world with cell phones in which they allow us to hide from each other, even as we are tethered to each other. So, even though cell phones connect us, they in turn disconnect us. This disconnect is not only shown in our relationships, but also in our mind. Our mental health is a subject that many may meander around, but when messed with, can cause mortifying results. Cell phones play a role in our mental health as we are prone to have negative thoughts of ourselves when we look at social media and what others tend to post. As seen in many accounts, including my own and Jim Whiting's, and possibly yours, whenever you start to compare your life to those images, you're going to become depressed. Depression in these cases that are stemming directly from obsession over cell phones, and in others, can be directly linked to self-harm, and in some cases, suicide. With cell phones addiction now linking to death, it is clear that this issue is one to be carefully observed and solved. Jim Whiting also states that smartphones and social media allow us to express harsh and vulgar opinions that we would not dare say openly. Through this excessive vulgarity and hate due to phones, cyberbullying has been an issue that we can never ignore now. As seen, our cell phones are like parasites, as they are slowly eating away at our psyche and must be stopped. Through the extensive research that I have done through these past few months, I have realized the real range of these raging issues that are related to cell phone addiction. I have seen in my own classmates the real addiction that cell phones have, and it has made it even more clear when a fellow classmate of mine in math has to put her cell phone on the teacher's desk in order for her not to get on it in the middle of class. This issue that is very prevalent in our cellular society today should be more cared about, as it affects those with cell phones mentally, physically, and socially. Think about what might have happened between you and the person you met in the hallway in the earlier story. I'll wait. You can change the outcome of that story and make relationships with people that will change your life. This issue is bigger than what can be seen on your phone screen and should be cared about more in our society today. Making a difference starts with one person taking a stand, and I felt the need to be that one person. As I have discussed many times over in this TED Talk and outside of school, I'm guilty of having a cell phone addiction, and I decided that I needed to start practicing what I preached. This led me to deciding to go a full school week without using my phone. To document my experiences throughout this week, I made a vlog about what had happened on my personal YouTube channel, Jessie Vaughn, the channel that you are on right now. By the first day, I realized how truly bad my addiction was, and all that I wanted was to have my precious little phone back in my hands back on Friday. However, I realized by the end of the week that my productivity was higher, my sleep was better, and my social skills were impeccable. Though it is impossible to go fully without your phone, just taking a break from it can be one of the best things that you do. On my phone, I had an app called Moment that tracked how much I actually used my phone. During that week, the most I ever used it was 30 minutes, and the lowest time was 4 minutes, compared to the day after, which was an hour and a half. So next time you think about checking Instagram, going through Twitter, or checking Tumblr just one more time, really think about what it could be doing to you and your health. Thank you for watching.